Hello everyone, this is a video about replacing the LCD screen on a Samsung RV520 laptop. There is the model number for the computer. It's RV520 Samsung. Let's go over some of the things that you will need to do this job, which is the new LCD screen, of course. You're going to need a Q-tip, set of precision screwdrivers, and a rubber based adhesive. In this case I'm using Elmer's rubber cement. Let me show you what's wrong with the computer real quick. The screen. See if it wakes up here. There it goes. Okay, so you clearly can see it has some damage done to it, and that's what we're going to try to rectify. So let's see how we get this done. Okay, so first things first. With the computer shut down, off, what we need to do is to remove the battery. That's the first thing that you should do. Just flip it over and remove the battery. Fairly easy thing to do. And flip the computer back over and open up the computer screen. And here's some things that you're also going to have to remove in order to gain access to the screen itself. All around the screen, on the four corners of the screen, there are these kind of white rubber stoppers. I don't know if you can see them. There's one there, one here, and on the other two corners as well. Well, what's going to happen is that you're going to have to remove these four rubber stoppers in order to gain access to the screws that hold this trim over the LCD screen. Now, one thing that I like to do in order to remove those is to take the smallest flathead screwdriver on my set there. I don't know if you can see it that well. Maybe over here can focus better. But this is the thinnest flathead. It's a 1 millimeter flathead, and I like to just pick at it until it comes up. Shoot right there in the corner. You can just, and there they come off fairly easy. Do this carefully so you don't scratch the computer, and you would do this for the remaining three. Okay, now with the four rubber stoppers removed, now you will clearly see that there are some screws, Phillips screws, where the white rubber stoppers used to be. Now, to remove those, all you need is a 2.4 Phillips screwdriver. Okay, now you have to be careful here because those rubber stoppers were held in place by some rubber based adhesive. So you have to kind of push down to get into the grooves of the screw in order to remove them. For example, sometimes a little hard. So come off fairly easy, and you would do that for all of the other remaining screws. Okay, now with the four screws removed, now we have to pry this trim holding this to the LCD screen back off of the screen itself. So one thing that we can do is just flip the screen over like this and open it as much as you can. Okay, and then now you start prying from the inside out like this until you start hearing popping noises like that, like that. And then you will have to do the same all around the top of the screen as well. Let's do that right now. And here we go. Same thing, just carefully up. Pop carefully up until you hear popping noise just like that. And then the screen would start to come off. And you would do this all around the screen until this whole piece comes off. Let's just do it real quick. Okay, you start doing that like that. Come off, comes off, and go around to the other side like that. Okay. Same thing happened here. Let's see. There we go. And that come off. Do it all around, and then along this trim panel as well. So just flip it over and pull on that. Pull on that. There. Just be very careful when you're taking these things apart, because if you are like overly strong with it, they can break really easy. And now it should just come off. Let's see. And there it is. Okay, now that we removed the trim panel of the LCD screen, what we have to do is we have to remove 6 screws that are all around the LCD screen itself. And to do that, what you would do is let me put it on the side here so you guys have a little better view. Here, you will pry carefully, of course, the screen forward a little bit, like that. And you will see that you have one screw there, another one down the middle section right there, and another one down on the very bottom there. See if you guys can give you a little shot there. There it is. So there's one there, one in the middle, and then one at the very top. And this is the same thing on the other side of the hinges right here. The same exact positions, the same thing. Now what you would need to remove these screws is a 2.4 Phillips head screwdriver right here from the precision screwdriver set that I mentioned earlier. And give you a quick example of how you remove them here. Just pry it open like that, and just put your screw in there like this, and just make it, take it off. And you would do this 6 times all around the screen, and we'll see what comes after that. Okay, I just finished removing the 6 screws that were located all around the side of the screen. Now, after we do that, we have to disconnect the screen from the computer. And now, one way that we do that is just flip the screen over like this, carefully, of course, and lay it down on the keyboard, if you will. Okay, there. Put it there. And you'll see that it's connected to the computer just by one. Put some light there, shine some light there. By one connection right here. Now this connection has some tape here. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. There, that tape has to come off in order for you to remove this. And one way that you can do it is, again, that little flathead screwdriver I mentioned earlier. You just use it to pry it on the corner of it until it comes soft, like that. And once it comes off, you have to remove it all the way up, like that. Remove it a good part of the way so then you can use your hands. Okay. Once it's done, just use your hands to remove it completely. Right there. And then you should be able just to pull the connector by pulling on the tape that you just took apart. On this case, however, sometimes this happens. Manufacturers put like glue on the bottom of the connector as well. So if that happens to you, all you have to do is just remove the the glue part of the connector. Remove it like so. You hear some adhesive coming off. Once that happens, then what you do is you grab this and the tape you removed and pull, and the connector should come off fairly easy then. Okay guys, now that I just finished replacing the new screen onto the computer, and one thing that I like to say before I go that I forgot to mention in the earlier videos is that I like to do a test run whenever I install something before I put everything back. And this is, let's see if I did everything right. So let's just give it a little test run, see that everything is right. And from the looks of it, it seems like everything is alright. Okay guys, this is where the rubber cement and the Q-tip play a part. Now, do you remember those white rubber strippers that we took off at the beginning of the video? Well, those things have to go back. One thing that decided to do was to use some rubber cement to stick them back on top of the screws to cover them. Now, the screws themselves on the head have some coating of the old adhesive that was there. That has to come off. Okay. Now I have taken them off of the other three. As you can see, this one doesn't have any, and that one doesn't have any right there. So one thing that you can do to stick this white piece of rubber back on that is that you can take a Q-tip like this and roll it up until it has a pointy surface like that. You see? And then open your cement. Okay. Or your rubber base adhesive like that. And just take a little dab of it like this. Not too much, just a little bit. And just dab the screw itself like that over here. You're gonna go ahead and put it on there like that. And then once that's done, you go ahead and take your rubber stopper and stick it back on there, and it should stick right here. Once that dries, it should stick. And if in the future somebody wants to take it off to replace the screen because it got broke again, this should come off because the rubber stopper doesn't seal something permanently. You just have to remove it the same way we removed it earlier. So this is the finished product here. As you can see, the rubber stoppers are in place just as it was before we took it apart to replace the screen. Thank you for watching. I hope this has been helpful for you, and if in the future you have any projects involving a computer like this and it involves removing the screen, I hope you refer to this video. So this is me checking out. Talk to you all later.